Hi everyone. I just wanted to come on here and thank every single one of you for your support, taking the time and effort out of your day to be there and cheer me on with the other girls means so much, especially at this time of the year. I couldn't thank you more, and I had such a fun time playing here in Auckland, and I hope I can be back next year.
Aryna Sabalenka delivered one of the most unexpected and candid reactions, yet to Eala's breakthrough into the WTA top 50, marking the first time in Eala's career she has reached that milestone. The two-time Australian Open champion did not hold back when asked about the Filipino star's meteoric rise following her impressive semifinal run at the ASB Classic. Sabalenka's comments have quickly sparked conversation across the tennis world, offering a revealing glimpse into how elite players assess the next generation pushing its way up the rankings. The question now is whether this surge is only the beginning. Can Eala realistically crack the top 20 by the end of 2026, or is the top 50 where her ascent levels off? Share your prediction in the comments.
What a point from Eala. Outstanding court coverage. The wheels in full motion there. My, oh my, that is impressive. Ridiculous tennis from Eala.
Eala has just achieved something that would have seemed almost impossible 12 months ago. She is now ranked number 49 in the world, officially entering the WTA top 50 for the first time in her career. This is not a minor step forward. It is a defining milestone that places her among the elite players in professional tennis. To understand how dramatic this rise has been, consider where she stood a year ago. At this point last season, Eala was ranked around 138, grinding through ITF tournaments, the sport's minor leagues, playing for limited prize money in front of small crowds, and searching for a breakthrough opportunity. Today, she sits inside the top 50, competing alongside Grand Slam champions and Olympic medalists. That breakthrough came at the ASB Classic in Auckland, a WTA 250 event that effectively became Eala's coming-out party. She did not simply participate. She imposed herself, powering her way to the semifinals and proving she belongs at this level. Her quarterfinal victory over Poland's Magda Linette was especially telling. Linette is a proven top-tier competitor, a former world number 19 and a 2023 Australian Open semi-finalist. Eala dismantled her in straight sets, displaying the composure, court awareness, and shot-making that separates promising talents from genuine contenders.
Oh, what a point from Eala. Outstanding court coverage. The wheels in full motion there. My, oh my, that is impressive. Ridiculous tennis from Eala.
Eala's run eventually ended in the semifinals against China's Wang Ziyu, who produced an exceptional performance to halt the momentum. Even so, reaching the Final Four was more than enough to propel Eala into the WTA top 50. While top seed Aryna Sabalenka went on to claim the title, the real buzz around Auckland centered on the Filipino phenom who had unmistakably announced her arrival on the main stage.
Eala, the fourth seed, lays down a marker, lets the rest of the field know that she is a true contender here at the ASB Classic, through to the quarterfinals in dominant fashion. 6-love, 6-2, Eala marches on to the final 8.
Yeah, what a strong showing there.
That semi-final run pushed Eala one spot higher than her previous career best ranking of 50, meaning she had been knocking on the door for weeks and finally kicked it down. What makes this rise so compelling is that it has been steady and methodical, built on consistent results rather than a single lucky tournament. That is where the story takes a more interesting turn. Aryna Sabalenka, the two-time defending Australian Open champion and one of the most dominant forces in women's tennis, was asked about Eala's breakthrough during her pre-tournament press conference in Melbourne, and her reaction caught a lot of people off guard. Sabalenka did not hedge or offer polite praise. She went all in. Calling Eala unbelievable, Sabalenka said she had been watching her since her junior days at the Rafa Natal Academy and that everyone there knew she was special. But seeing her translate that talent to the WTA Tour this quickly was rare. Most players, she pointed out, take years to crack the top 50, while Eala essentially did it in one full season of real tour-level competition. Sabalenka emphasized that Eala does not play scared, that she goes for her shots and competes like she genuinely believes she belongs, adding that mentality is the hardest thing to teach because you either have it or you don't, and Eala clearly does. Coming from someone who understands exactly what it takes to dominate at the highest level, that kind of endorsement carries real weight, especially because Sabalenka is not known for handing out compliments casually. At the same time, she added a dose of reality that sparked even more discussion, noting that while the top 50 is a huge achievement, it is also where things get significantly harder. Everyone at that level can play, and the difference between being ranked 50 and breaking into the top 20 is not raw talent, but consistency, mental resilience, and the ability to handle rising expectations. That is not criticism. It is the truth every player discovers at this stage. Eala's rise also matters beyond rankings. The Philippines is not a traditional tennis powerhouse, with basketball dominating the sports landscape and limited infrastructure or funding for tennis compared to countries like the United States, Spain, or Australia. For Eala to break through from that environment makes her achievement even more remarkable, as she is doing something no Filipino player has accomplished at this level and creating a pathway where none previously existed. Her years at the Rafael Natal Academy in Mallorca have been a crucial factor, not just for technical development, but for exposure to elite training standards and high-level competition, with Natal himself reportedly offering guidance during practice sessions. Following her ASB Classic performance, Eala went straight to Melbourne to continue preparing for the Australian Open, competing in the exclusive Kuyang Classic, an invitational exhibition event limited to just 4 WTA players. Invitations to events like that are not given lightly. They signal that organizers believe a player is both competitive and a draw for fans. The other invitees included Donna Vekic, a proven top-level player with multiple WTA titles and a career-high ranking of 17, Australia's Priscilla Hun for local appeal, and veteran Daniela Hantucheva, included for experience and legacy. The most telling detail is that Eala had already beaten Vekic at the ASB Classic and then defeated her again at Kuyang just days later, improving from a hard-fought 3-set win to a straight-sets victory. That kind of rapid adjustment and visible improvement against a high-caliber opponent is exactly what separates promising talents from future elites, and it explains why players like Sabalenka are paying close attention. Sabalenka's reaction has also sparked wider conversations across the WTA locker room, with several players reportedly discussing Eala's rapid rise during practice sessions in Melbourne and what it could mean for the tour moving forward. Some see her as a genuine threat, a player poised to disrupt draws, steal wins, and make life uncomfortable for established names accustomed to predictable outcomes. Others view her as a net positive for the sport, bringing fresh energy, a compelling narrative, and the potential to attract millions of new fans from the Philippines. That fan base is already making its presence felt in a major way. During the ASB Classic in Auckland, hundreds of Filipino supporters traveled to New Zealand to cheer her on, and the turnout in Melbourne is expected to be even larger. That kind of passionate, vocal support creates atmosphere, generates buzz, and is exactly what tournament organizers want. Donna Vekic even commented on it after facing Eala, expressing genuine surprise at how many Filipino fans showed up, noting that they travel, spend money, and bring excitement, something tournaments value immensely. This naturally leads to the biggest question surrounding her rise. Is Eala built to sustain this success, or is she simply enjoying a brief moment before fading away? The evidence strongly points to the former. Her progress has not been defined by a single breakout week, but by steady, measurable improvement across multiple events. She reached the semifinals of the Miami Open last year, defeating Iga Swiatek along the way, made her first WTA final at Eastbourne, and has consistently competed at a high level against top-tier opposition. Her game translates well across surfaces, as she is not dependent on one specific court type to succeed. Her serve continues to improve. Her ground strokes are both powerful and reliable. Her movement is excellent, and her mental composure appears well beyond her years. Comparisons to Emma Raducanu's meteoric rise and subsequent struggles are largely misplaced. Raducanu won the US Open as a qualifier and was immediately buried under overwhelming expectations, whereas Eala's ascent has been far more gradual and structurally sound, built on repeatable performances rather than one extraordinary run. Sabalenka's point about the top 50 being where things truly get difficult deserves closer attention, because it reflects a reality every elite player eventually faces. Breaking into that group is an accomplishment, but staying there and pushing higher demands superior consistency, physical conditioning, and mental resilience. At that level, every opponent is dangerous, every match is contested, and the margins between victory and defeat are razor thin. This is where Eala's years at the Rafael Nadal Academy could become a decisive advantage, as the program emphasizes not only technical development, but also physical endurance, recovery, and psychological toughness under pressure. The upcoming Australian Open will serve as her first true test at a Grand Slam, with expectations firmly attached to her name. Last year, she exited in the first round of qualifying. This year, she enters directly into the main draw, a massive leap that also brings scrutiny, pressure from fans and media, and opponents who have now studied her game in detail. Whether she can handle that environment remains the final question, but based on her composure in big moments so far, including her calm and assertive performance against Swiatek in Miami, she has consistently shown that she does not play like someone simply happy to be there. Eala played to win, and she did. That fearlessness is rare, and it's precisely what makes her a rising star. Equally impressive is how she's managed the spotlight. Eala has remained humble, grateful, and relentlessly focused on improvement rather than getting swept up in hype. She credits her family for keeping her grounded, acknowledges how much she still has to learn, and emphasizes the process over the results. That mindset will serve her well as expectations grow, because the worst thing a young player can do is believe they've already made it. The top professionals, like Sabalenka, understand that reaching the top 50 is merely the starting point, not the destination. Looking ahead, Eala's ranking trajectory positions her for continued gains. She is defending few points over the coming months, having competed mostly in lower-level events last year. That means every win at bigger tournaments now will have an outsized impact on her ranking. If she consistently reaches quarterfinals or semifinals, even without winning titles, she could break into the top 30 by mid-year. And if she captures a WTA title or two, a top 20 ranking is entirely within reach. Sabalenka's enthusiastic praise also reveals a broader cultural shift in women's tennis. Top players increasingly see emerging talent as beneficial to the sport rather than threatening. New stars bring fresh narratives, energize fans, and expand audiences. That doesn't mean Sabalenka or anyone else will go easy on Eala on court. She would be a formidable opponent. But off the court, there's genuine respect for Eala's achievements. The Australian Open will be an important milestone. Her draw will matter. A favorable first-round match could see her advance to the third or fourth round, while an early clash with a top seed will provide a steep but invaluable learning experience. Either way, the trajectory is clear. Eala is not a fleeting story. She's a legitimate contender who will make noise on the WTA Tour for years to come. When a multiple Grand Slam champion like Aryna Sabalenka goes all out praising your game, it's a clear signal of how seriously the tennis world is taking your arrival. Eala has cracked the top 50, and Sabalenka confirmed what many have been thinking. This is only the beginning. For fans wanting to follow Eala's journey and the rise of tennis's next generation, stay tuned and keep watching. Who do you think will go further at the Australian Open, Eala or Sabalenka?